I have been saying it since years and years and years. Crazy law. Environmental clearance.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So buildings have lost their identity.
The people should be. Everyone says we will make Singapore. We'll make. What the hell you'll make Singapore? How much of green spaces we have created? None.
Very few.
None. What very few? None. We had electricity. Okay, we had telephone. We had the best international airport. And everything with all that, we are really, there's a very good saying, "Khud ke pair mein kuhadi mara."
Yes.
Every time we are making more and more rigorous laws.
Right.
Laws are made for the benefit of the people.
But
How much is 2 plus 2?
some will say 4.
I would say 24.
20. Yeah.
Green building. We need a little fluff also. But the reality, we have the large trees.
But what really would you like to be remembered as?
I'm a simple man, comes to office, works, be nice to everyone, and one fine day you have to go. That's it.
So it's been privileged to have you, to know your perspective about this field of architecture we revolve around. I've been your student for a decade now, and to understand from you what is your perspective about this means a lot to my journey. Thank you for being here, and I'll always be honored and privileged, and I'm very thankful that you could spare a moment for us.
I don't know how to say that. For Mumbai, which born and brought up in Mumbai, most of my life I lived here, and I've seen it go through so many changes because right from 68, I started working in a firm. And what was the housing scenario at that time? What is the housing scenario today?
Yeah.
I have seen so many ups and downs in the building industry. And I would say that today what the building industry is and what it was, it's completely 360-degree change. I would say it's a complete chemical change.
Right.
So, and what is most dear to me and what I feel is the most important thing in this city is that today there are so many other cities where
Right.
people go for jobs.
Right.
But say 40 years, 50 years back, it was Mumbai was the place
Yes.
for, look at all the actors and actresses. They came from small towns and they
Towns.
came to here and made their
Yes.
big businessmen, made their money. In 68 and 69 and right up to 70, right up to 80, what was Delhi?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Yes.
Nothing. Delhi had virtually no buses. And the buses were there, which you'll never get into. No cabs. Roads were, and I would say the Mumbai was the only city which had everything. Okay. When we were I had done a lot of work for Mr. Narayan Murthy.
Yes.
Okay. And once I was talking to him and said, "So why not Mumbai?" So I wanted to start my firm in Mumbai.
Yes.
But we have been making foolish laws.
Right.
We have been making foolish laws. When Kafpar had started, the need was for a small flat. And the laws were made that you cannot make small flats.
Right.
The same thing when everybody wanted offices. When the IT movement started, everybody wanted office. We made a law that no new offices should be allowed in the city of Mumbai. Why? We had electricity, okay? We had telephone. We had the best international airport. And everything with all that, we are really there's a very good saying, na, khud ke pair mein kuwadi mara.
Yes.
And we said no offices. That's why they all went to Bangalore.
Okay.
Bangalore, they converted small houses into offices.
Offices, yes.
So we have been, look at this policy of CRZ.
Yes.
Each and every coastal town, city in the world,
Right.
okay, as it grows, it reclaims and makes new facilities. Look at Singapore. What was Singapore 70 years back?
One man's woe.
It had more slums than Mumbai.
But it was just
Today,
man's woe.
yeah, today Singapore has no slums.
Yes, it does.
Proper policies, okay?
Right.
They made policies for small houses. Whereas we have been making policies, no, we want only big houses.
Big houses, yes.
I'm talking about 30, 40 years back. Okay. Today, it's a different thing.
It's completely
But
yes.
Today we have more slums than all other places because
Right.
the need is for a small house and we cannot. Now, another thing, before Mr. Manmohan Singh, became the Prime Minister, finances, financial things were changed and other things, okay. You could not get a loan to buy a house.
Okay.
Huh?
But
I got married at the age of what? You know that?
40?
41.
Yes.
Why? I had no money to buy a house. And there was you could not rent because of the policy that if somebody takes a thing on rent, you'll never leave.
But do you think your dream of house for every Indian is well balanced in this nation today, or will it ever find that ground to, foresee that dream?
See, I started my practice in 82.
Yes.
Right from that time, I have been saying that, I would like to, house for every Indian, house for every Indian.
Yes.
Okay? Because I never had a house.
Right.
So I feel it the most. And I had an aim that I'll make a house in 1 lakh.
Okay.
In 82. I tried everything. The main thing is cost of construction is one. Land cost. The land cost. And I have been saying it since years and years and years that we have to increase our FSI. We have to increase our FSI because what is the size of our city? And what is the population?
Right.
There was a committee where Mr. Kshatriya was the housing secretary, and he had invited everyone. And everybody was there. I was the only individual. Everyone was some organization or something. And he said, what should be the FSI? Somebody says, sir, make it 2. Somebody says something. I was getting I said, we're just guessing and saying, make it. I said, what is your area? Look at 430 square kilometers is our Mumbai or whatever.
Yes, it is, yes.
Out of which 100 square kilometers goes in Sanjay Gandhi National Park. Some 45 square kilometers goes in railway land, this one, what is it called? Army, this, that. Finally, if you deduct everything, you are left with only 150 square kilometers. Okay? Now, I am saying, forget everything. There is no hospital, there is no school, nothing.
Just house.
Now, on that, you consider that there's already so many people living,
right.
But there are so many people coming also.
Well.
And if you really go to see how much of our housing stock is an appropriate housing stock. Have you ever gone to Girgam? Have you ever gone to Muhammad Ali Road and gone inside one street? You go inside. You will be scared going up the staircases.
Yes.
Okay.
It's
no
same
toilet.
in many parts of Bombay.
So, The main thing is that he have to eradicate all of that, make new houses. And if you calculate that you give only 500 square feet, you have coverage of so much, you need 8 FSI minimum.
To do that.
I had made those calculations.
Yes,
I didn't remember those.
Much aware of
Huh?
it. I've seen that journey.
8 FSI, and where all so many years, 1.33, then we made 2, then we took out balcony, when we this. And every time we are making more and more rigorous laws.
Right.
Laws are made for the benefit of the people.
But there's
If somebody is spoiling and doing something illegal, why is he doing it? Why is it? The need is so great. We had balconies, which was free, 10%. And everybody used to enclose the balconies, making a small study table for his son or his daughter. Somebody would be sleeping there. That is a need. We took out that balcony.
So, but I've always known that, when we had this, 2020 lockdown, of course, and then there was need of all these things. Do you think builders are housing those people, or they are just minting money out of this?
See, first thing, let us understand. Making money is not a bad thing.
Yes.
Not at all a bad thing.
Yes.
Now, just imagine a builder. Today, builder, he's putting his life, he's selling his this, that,
to get
taking money from banks, paying interest, all of that. Why would he not do it for money? He's doing it for money.
Yes.
Okay? But you have to make good policies.
Right.
Urban design and everything starts from a good policy. You are a builder, okay? Okay, I'm an architect. Yes. I'm a small fry in the whole rigmarole of this urban area.
Yes.
The policy is the most important. You make good policies, everything will be fine. You make lousy policies because you want to catch a guy. You are making policies to catch 1 or 2 thieves.
Yes. That's how that happen.
Make policies for the masses. What is their need? How they should. Now we have increased the FSI, but now the premiums are so great.
Are so high.
The premiums are so high.
Right.
We need affordable houses. We don't need houses, we are very, very proud. Now, the price is, 2 lakhs 50, 2 lakhs 40. I'm not proud.
So, sir, are you saying India or Bombay is a market only for affordable houses, or there could be a space for luxury?
Of course, there has to be. There has to be. We had done a scheme before this Trans Harbour Bridge case. I had done a scheme where I was reclaiming about 100 acres, making a small a dam,
right.
And going on the other side with that 100 acres of some 100 or 150 acres.
Yes.
You could do affordable housing. Then the whole of that area which is in between Mumbai and Navi Mumbai, that would have become like a reservoir.
Understood.
And there is that. See, you need great ideas. See, a great idea can change everything. I've always been saying it. If you're an accountant and I ask you, how much is 2 plus 2?
Some will say 4.
I would say 24.
22, yeah.
Because that 2 plus 2, you create something, it becomes 24.
Right.
You just add it up and plus it. And today, the whole world is just controlled by finance. They give you money on one project, on interest, then another project. And you have to think in a different way. And if you make policies, the right policies, you can change the city. You have to change, you have to add area to your land. And see everywhere. Singapore, New York, Tokyo, everyone has reclaimed.
Right.
Why we are not reclaiming? Look at Dubai. Look at
Every city, I think,
Yeah, every city
they
is
have their
reclaiming.
own identity. But as an architect, of course, I too have studied design. And when I Google Bombay, and of course, you've been a part of Bombay and a very important part of Bombay. And when I Google Bombay, the first thing what I see is a gateway of India. Of course, you have etched a skyline as well. But how long are we going to borrow or be under the realm of the West? What needs to change in the periphery?
See, this, we are copying West and there's nothing like this, everything, even if you're copying and adopting for your own self with your own conditions,
Right.
you're not copying. You have to learn from everyone who is better.
Right.
All these high rises, okay, it's a thing of the West, or you would say that it's a thing of the technology, the new technology. And if you say, I would say one thing, that India, what is the area of India compared to the world's population? It's only 2%.
It's only 2%.
Correct.
But
And what is the population?
20% of
Correct.
the world population.
Correct. Okay.
Right.
Now, and climate change is happening.
Rigorous.
People have been destroying forest.
They are.
And we are gobbling farmland.
Yeah.
Okay. And the farmland is gobbling forest land.
Yes.
If the forest goes off, and if the farmland goes less, where are we? We are, just because we are not taking care of the environment, okay, the greens are getting less. Everywhere there is, cloud bursts, everywhere there is, floods. You cannot afford to do this. You have to take care. So what you have to take care is, first of all, you have to increase your green cover. You have to increase your forest cover.
Right.
Now, how will you increase your forest cover? Okay, forest, we say that the forest is something like 25 or 26%. Really, the forest is not that much. The actual forest, there will be plan. You say this is forest, but there's not a single tree there. So it's not a forest. And we have promised in the Paris Accord that we will increase our forest to some 35% or something like that. Where are we going to increase it to?
We do.
What are you going to cut? Are you going to cut the farmland? You can't cut the farmland.
Yes.
Are you going to cut the wetland? You can't cut the wetland. So what are you going to cut? The only place that you can cut is to our urban area. Now, the statistics, different people say different statistics and all that. All over the world, the urban area is only 3-4%, somewhere 2%.
Right.
In India, some are saying 8, 9, 10, 11. Because you go anywhere, you go just out of Mumbai, everywhere, plotted development, they'll make one bungalow. They'll make boundary wall, they make roads, this, that. We have been just doing that. And wasting our land. You have to reduce your urban cover. You have to, because you can go high. House everybody.
Yes.
You can't have greenery. You'll have a little bit of fluff.
But that is
Fluff greenery.
Yes.
Okay, that is just for talking. Green building, a little bit, that's okay, fine. That's also fine. We need a little fluff also. But the reality, we have to have large trees that will absorb, carbon dioxide. So this is where we are. And the best of the land, India. I think India is, a coastal area is some 6,000, some so many miles, okay? The best of the area, we are saying we cannot utilize it. Why? Because somebody went when I think in Kerala, somebody had made a building which was, quite high.
Yeah,
and it was destroying the, the look and feel of going above the palm trees. And when Mrs. Gandhi was there, she says, to see that this does not happen. He just made a law, 500 meters. Why should city, like Mumbai, should have that restriction? We have another crazy law, environmental clearance.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Now, for a city like Mumbai, where the plan shows that you can have housing, you can have this, there is a DP plan.
Everything.
There are factories are there. Now we are taking off factory and putting up a housing. Huh? Why should I require an environmental clearance? If I'm, say they're making something on the hills or anywhere and destroying or something, then there has to be an environmental control. But for a city, and what are we doing in turn?
Nothing.
We are wasting 6 months, 8 months, 9 months. Sometimes the committee is not there for so many months on end.
It's just
And-
happened
and-
to them.
And who is suffering?
People like us.
Yeah, people. And what? The builder, now you say, oh, builder is making money. But builder has bought the plot and he's waiting for his environmental clearance.
This is the first hand experience. I am a builder. I'm waiting for 8 months for the clearance.
Now it has just started some
Yeah,
8,
it
9.
just started
Correct. Okay.
a few days
No.
back.
But the bank, does it
They will not
consider?
wait, no.
At the time of COVID also, bank said, oh, we will help, we will help, we will help. What help they gave?
Like they only took out.
Huh?
They only took out.
Did they stop?
No.
But they,
The clock keeps ticking.
correct. So I am saying that everyone is unnecessarily blaming builder. Let's be very clear. Everybody is unnecessarily blaming builder. He has to wrangle here, there, everything, and get his approvals.
Right.
And that is not really easy.
Yes, no.
That is not easy. So he's, the building industry in Mumbai is like a battlefield.
It is.
It is like a battlefield.
At least in Bombay, it's safe.
Somebody will say, some fellow will say, you can't do this. Some fellow will say, can't be.
So buildings have lost their identity.
Buildings have?
Lost their identity. So it's just like
No, I will say, no, just see. Now, a few years back, they made the new DC rules.
right.
And they said, balcony is not allowed. You can make a balcony, but it is in FSI.
FSI. It's counted in FSI.
And you can't do terraces, you can't do this, you can't have, more heights, you can't have atriums, you can't. And you will start having, you can't have chhaja like this, you can't have boxing like this. What are you trying to do? Then your buildings will lose identity. Every building will look like a Mada building.
It does.
So this is what you want?
No?
Correct.
It should
You
all start
should
from-
have, the people should be, everyone says, we will make Singapore, we'll make, what the hell you will make Singapore? See Singapore, what the laws are there.
Yes.
They are giving, everything and everything. If you want to make a good building, go ahead and make it. Go ahead and make it. They were going to make a policy for iconic buildings.
Iconic buildings, yes.
Where is it?
It's
Where is it?
Yeah.
The other day, somebody asked me, he said, oh, these laws and so many, Prime Minister Awaaj Yojana, this, that. Isn't it, we'll have so much of houses, more houses. I said, yeah, fine. You should have more houses. But I said, to make that house, how much time does it take? I have to get this approval, that approval, that approval. And so he says, but from other side, I said, the speed at which we are making is not enough. So she said, how? I said, for everything, there is a restriction.
restriction. There is a law.
But I said, to produce a baby, is there a restriction?
No, there is not.
Correct. So from everyone, Dhanadhan, kids are being produced and nothing else. There is no law for that.
Nothing.
And I want to do this. I want to make a Jhupparpatti. There is no law for it.
There's no law. And that's why I think the numbers of these slums are increasing day by day.
So you want to do anything properly?
The
You
law
have to abide by this. And to get permission for this, arm and a leg will go. So I am saying our laws should change. Our zoning laws.
Yes.
Zoning laws should change. We have to think about how we are going to make intense and dense cities. Unless and until you do intense and dense cities, okay, then and then only you will be successful. Because with our population, okay, and it is going to increase.
Increase, yes.
Because everybody said, no, we'll will stabilize and, we won't
No,
go more.
once.
I just asked you, is there a law?
No.
China and all that, they said no more.
First, yes, no more.
Then
One.
it became, there's nothing like that here.
Nothing.
So, you have to create more green areas. And how will you do it? The only solution is you have to change your building bylaws. We are saying zoning, school either, maternity home here. Why? Gone are those days that you have only 1 and 2, 1 and you have to have layered zoning. You have to have layered zoning.
zonings, yes.
Because from one side, it's like, you have a flat of 300 square feet. Now, if your father and mother, had 4 kids, well, what will you have? You'll have bunker beds.
Yes.
The same way, it's the same thing for a country and for a city. We're a small place, more people.
Right. So through this journey, I've known that you've mentored a lot of people, and your ideology of these bylaws and, making a building straight or having a city which is balanced enough. There are a lot of architects I know personally, of course, that have passed, through this. What is the one thing that they could make it right, or what is something that they're doing it wrong?
You see, the thing is, now everyone is realizing that there is something wrong. People want to eradicate slums. A lot of people are now working intensely. Now we have a very, very good and very effective chief minister. The government is in control. The new policies are coming up. And I think if we have a good government, a good chief minister, I think things will go in the right manner.
Right.
And I have faith, and I have a lot of faith in our country. From what we were and what we are today, I think but we have to work hard. We have to change, and it'll happen. And today, the bureaucrats are also listening.
Right.
They are changing, and if we go that way, I think India, or at least our city, will be a different city in the next 7-8 years. Now, I'll tell you, in the last 20 years,
Right.
what other cities were. I used to go 20 years back also. I go now also. Lucknow, Indore, Ahmedabad. They have completely changed.
Yes.
Because they all had good governments,
Right.
good governance. We did not have it. When we did it, we made those, so many flyovers. After that, what have we done? This West Side Freeway, thank God that it is coming up and it is seeing the daylight. We need not one. We need one on West Side. We need one on East Side. We need one in the center.
Right.
Center, we don't have any space.
We don't.
You have to think about going underground. You have to think of going underground. Because our roads, which are supposed to carry, say, 5 vehicles, are carrying 15 vehicles. It's completely gridlock. You try and go to airport after 4. You can't. You can't. You're stuck for a half an hour, 45 minutes or an hour.
Yes.
Is this the right thing?
No.
You go to so many junctions are complete gridlock.
Yes.
Because how much can a road take? It cannot.
It cannot.
So you have to go underground. Now we are making metros on top and all of that. That's good, fine. But there is mass transportation. There is individual transportation also.
Right.
You have to keep both balance. If you say, no, only this, it won't work. Who is providing jobs? The guy who's got money.
Right.
Does he go by train?
No.
No, he goes by car.
Yes.
So you have to take care of him. And who goes by train?
Mass.
Correct. You have to take care of that. So you have to create both things. You have to create affluent housing, you have to create mass housing, you have to create green spaces. Since the time the independence, how much of green spaces we have created? None.
Very few.
None. What very few? None. The only places that we have been created is when a builder is developing a large plot, you say make this as green.
Yes.
Has the government done anything? No. And when they are
It's the builder's
proposing, if this will fill up the backway reclamation and make a green space, no, everybody is in opposition. The environmentalists think that they are in opposition. For what? When the West Side Freeway was coming up, I had drawn the plan when Mr. Gadkari was the PWD minister.
sir.
At that time, we had made 500 meters of green space all along. It would have changed the complete microclimate of our city. Everyone was against it.
Right.
Then, when this layout was getting done, I said, at least give us 70, 80 meters of green space on both the sides. No. Everybody was against me. Why? You'd want to do anything nice, there are guys who will oppose it. Can't come out with a good idea, but they will oppose it. And the media will print that.
I guess it's everybody's perspective.
No, but see, everybody's perspective is a nice way of saying it. But there is something, which is good, and there is something which you are just saying for the heck of saying.
Yes.
That should not be considered.
Right.
And I feel that Mumbai is such a city that, if somebody feels also, everybody is so busy that he's got no time to commit.
Nobody. Everything has its own time and space, I think, in the city.
Hope so.
Now, you've talked about India as a country, and of course, we know that, there is 1.46 billion, and this question could be personal, but there is a ratio wherein there is 50%, 51% of men to 49% women, right? But this field of ours, like the real estate, there is men. It feels like it's men's home ground. Where should a woman, find herself into this?
I think, everybody says it's a man's world and man dominates. I think that's a wrong notion. Completely. I think it's like, a woman does her work quietly and gets the things done. And I don't think any flat or any property which is bought,
Yeah, I think a woman has a concern.
she has a final say. And I don't think so that
It's just
today morning I was in a college. There was a convocation and giving out certificates, and 75% of all the graduates were all women.
men, right?
So there's nothing like that. There's no
Misunderstood
a woman doesn't have an opinion. Woman doesn't, it's downtrodden. I don't think so. There is enough play field for everyone, and they are definitely galloping and
Right.
going faster. And in building trade also, I'm seeing more and more women taking part in it. So don't think like that. You have the whole world to yourself.
So, who do you turn to inspiration when it just goes dry? Is it books? Is it people? Is it nature?
See, inspiration is, for me, any inspiration is, need. Just solve the need. And how to solve the need, that itself is so much of creativity in that. There's so much of creativity in that. Why I started Double Wall? It was a need. I started that. You see, each and everything what I have started or what I have done in life, just tried to solve a need. Why did I start slum redevelopment policy? Because
Thought it was a need of the hour.
I felt that these guys, are staying in such horrible condition. And I went to Balasaheb at that time. First, Mr. Gadkari, Suresh Dada Jain, and all of them, they all supported it. So it was a need. And we tried to solve the need. And how to solve the need? That, the whole that SSR, Shriv's Pramukh Krapal, policy came about, by which how much we constructed for the slum guys, that much you could construct and sell it in open market. Everybody started criticizing, oh, it's a policy for the builder, it's a policy. No. You criticize, you come out with a better policy. Slums have to be eradicated. Okay? Don't say that what I am saying is bad and just sit on it. If I am saying bad, and if you feel that you have a better idea, please say it. We would like to adopt that.
Right.
I'll tell you one story. When we started this slum redevelopment, and we went, there was a Bhumi Puja. Mr. Uddhav Thackeray was there. My client Dilip Thakkar was there. I was there. And two ladies came, with their 9-yard sari, nose ring, this, that, and they came with a nice thali with, kanku, this, and they said, let's go to the Ganpati Ji Mandir. I went. So one of the guy who was also part of the thing, is nudging me like this, and he says, आपको मालूम है ये औरत लोग क्या करती है? I said, it's good omen, because whenever I used to go for exam, my mother...
Yeah, I used to do the tika.
नहीं, ये नहीं है. तो ये क्या है?
Yeah.
ये औरत लोग आपकी आरती लेंगी, मेरे को ले दो. तो ऐसे कि नहीं, हमारी औरत लोग ऐसा आरती नहीं लेती है. वो खाली खुदा की लेती है और अपने पति की लेती है. So then I asked that lady, Baba, what have I done that you are taking my aarti? So that lady told me, you know what you have done to us? So I said, what? He says, today we can't go to toilet after sunrise. And we can't go to toilet before sunset. Because at that time there were no, this public toilets and everything was not there at that time.
Yes.
They used to hide and go to the toilet. The toilet doors were not there, broken, this. And I was wondering, my God, if she wants to go to the loo,
she has to wait.
she has to hold for that holds so many hours. And they took the aarti in front of Ganpati Ji's Mandir. Now just tell me, can you imagine what they are going through? And if you have a policy by which they have got these kind of houses,
Right.
what are
wouldn't have.
No Indian newspaper has ever written anything good about it. Okay? No Indian. Rape, this, that, they write every bloody day. This fellow died, this fellow, a branch fell, he died, this. Such a good thing is that nobody has written. The New York Times, the New York Times guy came. I didn't know that he was from New York Times. I just gave him an interview, this, and he left. After about 2 or 3 months, he calls up again and says, oh, do you remember? He called up my assistant, my colleague, Nishan, and he said, and he said that his editor wanted to talk to us. I said, fine. For how long did he talk? He talked to me for more than an hour or hour and a half. And then they printed in New York Times 2 full pages on this. And they had gone and met each and every guy. And they'd taken an interview. They had gone to each and every client of mine, taken an interview, what they said. And they appreciated this policy. Our media also doesn't want to, they just want to hype up. And now, if everybody writes, this is the right way of doing, this is the right way of doing, how much, push a good policy can get.
Yes.
But they didn't write.
Lacking.
They didn't write. 2 full pages. 2 full pages, can you imagine? And on a Sunday, magazine, again it came.
So you've are called a silent or a mute storyteller and the man who draws India. But what really would you like to be remembered as?
I'm a simple man. Comes to office, works the whole day, and I try and solve my problems. And finally, what is it? You lead a good life, be nice to everyone, and one fine day you have to go. That's it. And nobody is going to remember anybody. Let me be very. The world is going
No,
to
I
keep
think so
on.
you've given a
No,
lot.
but what I am saying is,
Yes,
you do your
that is
thing in the right manner. Be honest. Be nice to everyone. That is what is going to be remembered, and that's it. You don't have to do anything much. Uh, I'm not a politician. I'm not this. That, I'm going to. And it's life goes on, but just do good.
so. I've known you and I've always adored your the work that you put in, and you've stayed longer for us. I've because I've seen closely through Mubashir as well. You've received Padma Bhushan, and you've been an awardee. But what is your personal achievement that you would like to highlight? Apart from this, of course.
I would be most happy when one day uh, we had done a policy as soon as Mr. Modi came in power. I had done a policy and drawn plans how the housing shortage can be eradicated in 2 years. We had drawn the plans.
Yes.
Okay. But never got, Babu Supriyo was the minister. I went and met him. He said, yeah. Nothing happened. Then again we did. We have been trying and trying. Recently we did, we showed it to Mr. Shinde also. Everybody is saying, we'll do it. But nothing is happening. I am waiting for one day when, first and foremost, Mumbai should not have any slums. And the second, India should not have any slums. Because now we are talking about women, okay?
Right.
If every lady, today, 40% of our people are still staying in slums. Now, when I say slums, it's not just the slums of Mumbai. Broken house, there, no electricity.
Right.
She gets up at what time to fill up water?
I first time faced it at morning 5.
Correct. Then she has to go to toilet. She has to stand in a queue.
Yes.
The husband has to stand in the queue. Just imagine if you provide proper housing to all of them, all those ladies will start working. Can you imagine the force?
That we have in this nation.
Correct.
It will even help us with the
Will be like a rocket going up.
Yes.
That is what that is. So I always say, housing is the biggest infrastructure. You must give first importance to that. If that is done, everything else is done. And with that, we're talking about
Almost.
all the women will be empowered. They'll go to work.
Right.
Or then husbands won't go to work. They'll also go to work, and we'll be a different country. House, affordable house for every Indian. That is the motto, and we'll achieve it. Don't worry.
We will. So tell me, if Bombay was a building, what would it look like to you?
Bombay.
If Bombay was a building, what would it look like to you? From your perspective. If Bombay as a city was just made into one building or one structure, what would it look like to you?
No, it should not. I have drawn plans.
Yeah.
See, as times are passing by, more hurricanes, more earthquakes, okay, more rainfall, floods, all of that will come.
Right.
Now you'll say that, oh, I'm a sadistic guy. No. Now for that, how should you build? That is from one side. The other side is, okay, we need more houses. We need more urban areas. But I can't make small buildings. It's like this, that if I were to put this container over here and I take a bucket of water and pour it, this container will fall. It'll fall because the pressure. I have this and I put the same bucket, it will not. So my policy is you made huge, humongous structures.
Right.
Today we have roads on the ground. You should have roads vertical. Everything electronic. Today we say, oh, Carmichael Road, this road, that road, that road. Now that is nodes in the building. They will be able to withstand larger earthquakes. They'll be able to withstand larger rainfall, larger, because they are massive. And you'll free up the ground where you have forest. You gobble forest, so for so many years, let the forest come back to the city.
Right.
That is the. If that thing happens, then, the world will be a different place. The world will be a different place.
For us also, we'll be a different city overall.
Correct. You have to think about not just you and me.
Right.
I'm much, much older than you. But what I'm saying, you have to leave the world in a way that you'd like to. It's your kids. Don't leave the world in a mess and go away. It's like somebody has made such a big debt, dies.
Dies.
The poor people have to pay for it. So if we are just leaving it, doing whatever we like, wasting food, wasting resources, wasting everything, curtail, be reasonable. If you can build something in 1 cubic meter, don't spend more than of a few ounces also more. Do it in less. So we also started another movement. No wastage. No wastage. And we showed it to everyone that if other architects can do so many flats in so many square foot, we can do much better.
Right.
We could do 10% better. Now everyone started doing 10%, 10%, 10% better. How many more people will be housed at no cost? So you have to apply your mind and be very reasonable how you are doing things and be very careful. No wastage.
Right.
Okay?
Great.
Thank you, my dear.
Thank you so much, sir.
All the best.
Right.